Hey everybody, welcome back. So we got a really important episode today. A couple really important things that we want to touch on. You see, I've got my little girl right here. She's an Argentine black and white tegu. And one of the things that is so important about me having her out here right now is that out here in North Carolina, after August, this girl's going to be illegal to own without a permit. And even once we get our permits, once I get my permit for her, after August of this year, we're not going to be able to get any more. And this is probably one of, if not the friendliest lizards. I mean, just an awesome pet reptile to own all the way around. And it's really important that us as a reptile community really stand behind the people that are working for us. And that's what today is about. So, got a challenge that I'm putting out to all the reptile keepers, all the content creators, and I've also got a segment here that I really encourage everybody to get out to all of our lawmakers. So don't go anywhere, we got a lot of stuff to put out, and I'll see you guys shortly in Intrepid Exotics. Whether you're a lifelong keeper or just getting started, help us encourage responsible keeping, conservation, and public education in the interest of keeping our reptiles safe and healthy as we protect them for future generations. You're invited to spend time with us as we experience these awesome animals together on Intrepid Exotics. Okay guys, so here's the deal. Really working to get as many people as we can onto the USARK YouTube channel. Really need to get the numbers up out there. I mean, we've got, it's been up for months now. We're just over 5,000 subscribers on it. The USARK YouTube channel is a really powerful tool. If we can get everybody behind that, get everybody on board, that's one place where everybody can go and get actual information regarding laws that are coming out and so forth. And you know, there's YouTube channels out here that have got 10, 20, 100,000 subscribers on it. That means that the USARK channel should have 10, 20, 100,000 subscribers on it. Shouldn't take us a month to get there. You know, really important that you guys, anybody that's watching this video, of course, I encourage you to get subscribed to my channel, because I'm going to put out anything that I know, that I learned, that's pertinent to the reptile community and so forth, to the pet community in general. So, you know, by all means, get subscribed here. Also, if you're watching this, very important, just go on, get subscribed to the USARK channel, get involved in it. It's just another tool that we've got at our disposal to help bring the reptile community together. Okay, that being said, now I'm planning on putting together a video. I'm going to send it over to the guys over at Reach Out Reptiles, because they kind of manage that stuff. I'm going to send over a video here pretty soon, you know, try to contribute to the content out there, and, you know, just try and get some more interesting, entertaining stuff out there for people. Give people more of a reason to watch it. And I really encourage everybody, you know, if you're a content creator, do the same thing. Make something, you know, the reason why I'm not sending my stuff out really quickly is because I don't want it to come across looking like I'm clout chasing off USARK, because that's not the case at all. But as soon as that channel came out, the very first thing that I thought about was, you know, we've got this resource here, and, you know, YouTube channels grow based on the entertainment value in most cases. So, you know, I thought it would be a good place for everybody to collaborate, you know, all the big channels and so forth, the small channels, everybody, to just collaborate and send stuff into them so they can start building a portfolio. And, you know, the guys, as they're looking through it, they can kind of weed everything out, make sure that all the messages kind of go along with the USARK theme, make sure everything's positive and factual and so forth. And we want to make it something to where if the lawmakers get on and they look at it, they're going to see so much positive interaction and so many positive things about the reptile community that, you know, we really hope that it's going to begin to sway some opinions of some people that aren't in the reptile community and aren't really familiar with the animals that they're going to be making laws about. Now that brings me to the challenge that I've got for you. I want our lawmakers to just be inundated with positive experiences, positive information, seeing positive scenes of all of our animals, interacting with them. You know, these things can be so alien to people, and it's our responsibility as part of being reptile keepers, you know, to help secure our rights to do that. And one of the ways that we do that is through education. Another way is through keeping our animals presented in a positive light. So that's something that I'd really like to see everybody jump on. Pick one animal, whichever one it is, and it may help maybe if that's the animal that's got the most stigma attached to it, you know, like in my case, my big reticulated pythons, you know, a lot of people are scared to death of them. They're so big and they're so dangerous and so forth. So that's what I chose to do mine on. And it's just really going to be beneficial if everybody just kind of puts something out there that's kind of geared towards, you know, our lawmakers, you know, councilmen, things like that, people that may not be familiar with these animals, and let them see the kind of relationships that we have, what we have invested in them, and, you know, how docile and how easy to manage a lot of these animals really are. So after this video is over with, you guys jump on that, get that knocked out. Doesn't take very long, and you don't have to be really eloquent about it. I mean, a crusty old combat vet like me can stand out here and, you know, pump out 80 videos. I know you guys can do it too. So go ahead and contribute to that. The bigger creators out there, you know, I'm talking to the Burchecks, the Nerd, the Clint's Reptiles, you know, Jason's Exotics. Man, I could just keep going on. Reach Out, of course, they've been doing their part now, setting the channel up and all that. All these big channels out there, I'm tagging every one of you. You know, I want everybody to see this. I want everybody to get involved, everybody to get in and start contributing to the USARK channel and just help get some stuff on there so that when it comes time for us to be staring down the barrel of a potential ban, or somebody tells us we got to get rid of our black and white tegus, somebody tells us we got to get rid of our reticulated pythons, our turtles, our monitor lizards, which would break my heart because I really love my Niles. But, you know, this needs to be one place where we can send a lawmaker and say, watch this folder, watch this whole playlist. And this is going to show you how much these animals really mean and how well they're cared for and how big of a part of our community it is. So really important to do, guys. And so I'm going to go ahead and go into mine real quick and show you guys. The one that I've picked was Monty. She's a female. Of course, she's named Monty because I'm terrible with names. It was just the first thing that popped into my head, and I was like, I gotta have a Monty the Python, so I got it. But when I got her, just the tiniest little girl. You can see here, I would interact with her every chance I got. She was always up around my shoulders and hanging out and so forth. And you could just see how small she was and how docile she was as a baby. And I mean, this girl, she just fit, you know, completely on my upper arm, just kind of curled up like a tree python there for a minute. And that's how she started out. And this rambunctious girl right here is Monty today. And you can see they're not small animals by any stretch of the imagination. She's about 14 feet, pushing 50 pounds, and they are really high energy animals. But that being said, I am perfectly comfortable, except for the physical exertion, handling her, letting her have her time out here with me. You know, like I said, I've spent time with her ever since she was a baby, and she has been such a rewarding animal to work with. I mean, I'm sitting out in the backyard in North Carolina right now with an animal that, trust me, that you normally wouldn't even find in this continent. She is really full of energy. She just shed not too long ago, and it's warm out here. She wants to get down and run around, and she's trying really hard to do that. And it's also time for her to eat. I've actually got the rabbit thawing out for her upstairs. So, you know, those are a couple situations that you may encounter with a snake that may make them the most likely to act up. But, you know, like I said, over time, we developed the relationships with these animals, and they're just so awesome to work with. You know, I'll take her out, let people interact with her, let people learn about them. You know, this is the longest snake species in the world right here, and it's not for everybody. You know, there's people out there that don't want dogs. There's people out there that don't want cats. There's people out there that don't want snakes. But something to keep in mind is that there are those of us out here that absolutely love these animals. You know, and we invest a lot of time and a lot of love into building relationships with these animals, just like this, you know. It's been a couple minutes. She got out. I've been fighting with her. She was wanting to get down and run around. I let her for a little while, but you know, she's mellowed out now. She's just hanging out. But it's really important for you guys to see, these guys aren't the stone cold killers that some people make them out to be. You know, in the wild, it's a different story. Probably wouldn't go out into the wild and just pick this animal up and expect her to be this mellow. But how many of you would really walk up and try and pet a wild dog? You know? So to anybody that's out there watching this, you know, stuff like this is really important for you to see. And how, you know, even these heavy animals that are a workout to work with, she's no threat. She just wants to get out and explore. She wants to eat when she's hungry. She even comes up every time I go down near her enclosure. She perks up, you know, her head comes out. She's always wanting to get out and interact. She never shies away from it, which is what makes her probably my favorite animal out here. So this snake is intent on getting down and exploring, getting some exercise. So we're gonna let her get down, relax a little bit, check everything out. And we all need to be as proactive as we can to maintain our right to keep these animals. Look at the iridescence on this girl. Like I said, these are some amazing animals. They are just absolutely amazing to work with. Now that I got my workout in, I love this girl, but man, is she getting heavy. Look, thanks everybody for watching. If you're not already subscribed to the USARK channel, do it now. Get subscribed to it. And if you're anybody that has any impact at all on laws, regulations, things like that, take all this stuff into account, please. These animals mean a lot to a lot of us. And for all you other keepers out there, pick your animal. Don't be afraid to come out here and huff and puff and sweat a little bit. Let everybody see what we do. You guys have an outstanding day, and hope to see everybody really soon. Take care.